Hey, what is up guys? So the new magnets that everyone's been talking about, Yugi's fan favorite I think out of like the vanillas, besides Dark Magician and of course the Young Beaver Warrior. I think the Alpha, Beta, and Gamma Warriors have been a lot of people's favorite in the game. But anyways, we're here to see the new ones in action facing off against a lot of different decks. We got some against more meta, so to speak. And we got some against some, other obscure things. We haven't seen Heroic see any play in a long time. But when they get out the card that has a massive amount of attacks, sometimes you just can't deal with it. Like, the deck is just too strong. But anyways, we got Ties of the Brethren in the Alpha, Beta, Gamma deck. Now, keep in mind, guys, these are all level 3. I always thought that they were level 4. And, like, I always think in my head, alright, gotta go for those rank 4 plays. But you can't go for them in this deck. It would really help if they were 4. Heck, they might be actually too good if they were 4, because it would let you get out Dinosaur Emerald, which of course lets you recycle the vanillas. Anyways, but we have a number 86 summon right here, and it's got 6,000 attack, 5 attachments. So it's able to destroy everything. It's also able to make it so it's unaffected by card effect. It gains 1,500 attack and defense. It's unaffected by other card effects, and your opponent can't normal or special summon. So a lot of decks at that point, they gotta dip out. But the strategy is to set your cards. Just try to keep yourself alive in the meantime. Because during each of the end phases, you have to detach one material from this card. So you just gotta survive as long as you possibly can against this deck. And now we have the Versace over here, the Electromagna Warrior Summon, and we also have Gorgonic Guardian, which actually is a pretty good card, keeps your cards alive. Also, it is rock, so it will help with this other card that kind of requires you to only play rocks, because once we get into it, and there's a lot of other like combos I want to share with you guys using the new magnet stuff, but Gorgonic Guardian, oh man, the Gorgon, oh then his opponent just quit right there at that point. Once that hit 0, I mean this deck is a cheese deck anyways, mostly, if you're just trying to get out 5 of the heroics. But once that card died, you get to bring back other things. Like he kept pretty well. But anyways, we're gonna watch just OTK real quick against the Harpies. So Harpies is a deck that a lot of players like against like back row heavy decks. It's also good against pendulums. Also, there's a really cool card. It's called Release from Stone. So you select one of your remove play rock type monsters and special summon it. When this card is removed from the field, destroy that monster. And that monster destroy this card. So it's kind of like a not Bro from the Different Dimension. Return from the Different Dimension, where you can just bring back one of your banished cards, but it's just for rocks, so pretty good stuff indeed. It is technically a little bit slower, but it doesn't make you go at like minus. There's that other card that lets you bring back one of your banished things, but you have to discard a card, and obviously discarding a card is never really too good, unless of course you need to spam the graveyard with stuff. But anyways, nonetheless, he goes ahead and he's able to go ahead and finish off his opponent with all of these cards right there. That was an OTK using the new Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Versace Warriors. Man, pretty cool stuff indeed. Now, here's a duel real quick against DeeDee. But I just want to share these different replays with you guys so you guys can kind of get a better understanding of how you can play the deck and maybe what you can do against some of the matchups. We also have a DeeDee starter or structure deck coming out real soon in the TCG. And then we finally get the new Chaos Dragon support, which is going to be like the Felgrands, and they're going to be relatively good in the game. And I think that a lot of players are going to be using some of that support for Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then we also have the Soul of Silver Mountain. Pretty good stuff indeed. So you can target a set card in your opponent's spell and trap zone, and it can't be activated as long as the face-up card exists. So I think that's not too bad in fact. But look at this. He's just spamming the board. You think he's playing a pendulum deck, but there's no pendulum scale in this deck, boys. Kind of cool. Now we have it facing off against another fan favorite, the Dark Magician. Let's go ahead and swap it. Oh, we got that cute little tuning magician. Oh, that lolly. But he's going to go ahead and activate the Dark Magic Circle, one of the more stronger cards in the game. He activates Eternal, so he's going to go ahead and summon the Dark Magician. But he has a Twin Twister in response to go ahead and get rid of the backer. But he's going to tribute the card, so it ain't even on the field. Pretty good stuff. But then this card's going to proc, and it does destroy all the monsters you control. So even him going from the Magician of Black Illusion, he lost it anyways. You got to remember how to activate your chains in Yu-Gi-Oh! But he goes ahead and Dark Magic Field, goes ahead and makes a Beals, but it gets Solemn Noticed or Striked. Outplayed, outscaled indeed. But anyways, Soul Charge activated. Going to summon that Giant Century Stone, Ties of the Brethren, which actually is really good for the deck. And you're able to obviously proc their effects, getting that free search. And then on top of that, a Call of the Haunted is indeed set. So the other small stuff lets you basically add some other smaller stuff. And once you go for the big card, it brings back all the smaller stuff. So once this card is just destroyed by battle or in this card's owner's possession, is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you get to target one electromagnetic alpha, warrior, gamma, beta, and special summon all of those. Pretty good stuff indeed. So let's you like kind of reset some of your stuff, reestablish a little bit of control here. But the Dark Magician player, he just got nothing. Look at everything zero, man. Look at that triple Gorgons, man. Wow, pretty good stuff indeed. We need that. What is that? Gorgon. What was that? Gorgon Big Sword from Legend of Zelda. Pretty good stuff indeed. You should equip him to the Gorgon over here. But he goes ahead and he's going to go ahead and activate that effect. But one thing that you guys got to keep in mind, because I had this card on my when I was playing tag duels the other day. Someone brought this out on my side of the field. It's once per turn where you get to detach during either player's turn. It makes it so it becomes 0, and then once per turn, that other effect is during your turn. You can target one monster with 0 attack and destroy it. Now, what you're going to want to do is make sure you activate. You can activate both those effects in the same turn, but they do have to be. It does have to be in your turn if you want to detach to destroy 0. But this one is actually a really good duel over here. It is versus the Raid Raptors. So, Raid Raptors, again, they just got, like, their boss support. And it's going to be one of those character decks, so I think it'll probably get some more support later down the line. And they have a Towers, which can be, again, a win condition on its own. If your opponent doesn't have the Utopia Lightning, I know your Euro players right now, you guys don't have it yet, so that really sucks. So it makes the card even better, because I know with Diamond Crab King, you guys didn't have that for a while. I know you guys didn't get Quasar for a while. Just kind of sucks, man, until you get some of those cards. Sometimes you just got to deal with some of those boss monsters, and like, you just don't have an out to them. But nonetheless, he's going to go ahead and summon Vanishing Lanius. He's going to go ahead and special summon another one. He's going to go for 4 Strix. We're going to Guardian, going to make this have 0 attack. I'm not really sure how relevant that is. Maybe he just wanted to, like, get some utility out of it. But the thing is, he can't destroy the card that has 0 attack because it's not his own turn. Maybe he didn't know that full effect, but it's okay, man. Reading sometimes in Yu-Gi-Oh! I forget too. But anyways, he also had that really other good card, the number 38 Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy, which when your opponent's trying to, like, rank up, you're able to just absorb that, add that as material. I think that's a really good effect. You can see he's able to reestablish all bunch of monsters on board. And also there's this card called Block Dragon that's actually pretty cool. So you banish 3 Earth monsters from your hand or graveyard, and it can be special summoned by other ways. And rock monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle, destroyed except by battle. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add up to 3 rock monsters from your deck to your hand. 3! That is absolutely crazy. But he's got 2 of the Versace. I know it's not Versace, but we call it Versace here. Anyways, he's going to go ahead and be able to pop the Raid Raptor Revolution Falcon. Then he's going to go ahead and summon Versace here in defense mode. And he's going to go ahead and rank up into the Raid Raptor Satellite Cannon Falcon. But then we're going to rank up once again into the Ultimate Falcon. You might be thinking, well, how's he going to come out of this? Don't worry, just watch it. But there's so much searching in Raid Raptor. It's absolutely crazy. He goes ahead and destroys that card, but he's going to be able to special summon all 3 of the Warriors once again. The Gamma, Beta, Alpha. And it also gets that effect to search again. Then he's going to go ahead and Castell, bounce back that card. And then he's going to go ahead and make this card 0 because this card has a pretty good effect. But anyways, he's going to go ahead, add more cards. He's going to go ahead and tribute for another Versace over here. Gorgon going to go ahead and make Castell 0 attack. And he's going to finally be able to attack for game. I thought that replay was awesome. That was like straight up anime status. Like, how did he even come back from that? I thought it was all game over, but he did come back. Here's just another few duels. But thanks to all you guys for sending in these replays. Definitely shows a lot of variety here. This build is a little bit different. He's playing a Rock Bombardment, which I thought was kind of a cool card. You select 1 rock type monster from your deck, you send it to the graveyard, and then you inflict 500 damage to your opponent. So at that point, not only do you get to Foolish Burial, I mean, it is a trap card, so it's a little bit slower, but you also get to inflict 500 damage. I know it's a small amount, but you never know. I mean, sometimes you can game your opponent just by, sending, a rock monster or like a cowboy or just any small amount of monsters. You guys can just finish them off. But again, that Gorgonic Guardian is just such a good card, and he activates Rock Bombardment to get 500, then he goes ahead and banishes, and then he's going to be able to destroy that. And at this point, he has superior control. Constellar's not seeing too much play in the game, But nonetheless, I just want to show you guys off some of the other cards people are using. So if you guys are interested in building this deck, you can kind of look at some of the other cards people are playing. This can help build your Alpha Beta Warrior deck. But kind of cool to see everything all get some support, like the Buster Plate, the Red Eyes, the Dark Magician, the Alpha Beta Gamma, the XYZ ABC Dragon. Just like everything's getting support, and I like that. It's awesome, man. But he's going to go ahead and summon the Beta, and again, like, you're getting a lot of searching in this deck. Then he goes ahead, is able to destroy that, and the replay is all over from that one. And then we finally have this one, which I thought was just kind of interesting. People are still trying to play Yusenjus here in 2016, man. I feel bad for him, because I'm assuming, well, sometimes players are hipsters, are like, I don't want to play some of these decks, and I admit I'm kind of a hipster too when I'm like, I don't want to play Pendulums. But the Yusenjus, man, they're a deck that people keep on trying, man. Maybe one day they'll get some more support, but like this day and age against Pendulums, like, unless you have a Solemn Strike, you're really asking to get OTK'd. I know Kaiju and Yusenjus can be a pretty good mix, because you bounce back some of the cards. Even though this guy that's playing Yusenju's done goofs pretty hard in this replay, I just want to share this replay with you guys because it shows you guys you can just make a mill version. You can play Minerva, you can play Dante, you can send a bunch of stuff to the graveyard over and over, and then from there you're going to be able to maybe, well, hopefully you'll get the correct cards in the graveyard. He actually summons Sujik over here. That was actually not the right play, but at the end of the day, again, I just wanted to show you guys that you can play a nil version of the deck. But anyways, let me know, guys, what you think of the new Alpha Beta Warriors. And like, Gorgon Guardian is seeing a lot of play in all these different builds. Like I said, thanks to everyone sending in your replays. Let me know, guys, what are some other good cards and combos that you guys can play in the deck. I know Ties of the Brethren is pretty good indeed, and that Rock Bombardment. There's a lot of other like obscure, cards that people might not have noticed. Let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys give the like button a titty slap, and I'm signing out.